So hi all you beautiful people. Today we start our Sunday Shining with this card of the Raven, and it tells us to prepare for change. So I'll read the longer message. This is about ravens. The raven comes from Sirius and brings a special magic. Crows, rooks, magpies, drongos and ravens are all known as the tricksters of the bird kingdom. They create change by overcoming obstacles and instigate transition in animals and humans. Their sole mission is to nudge people and animals towards enlightenment. If you see a single one of these birds, it is prompting you to watch out for unexpected change, or it may be telling you to raise your consciousness before you draw something unwanted to you. They remind you to set pure intentions so that you attract good things. The service mission of ravens is to clear up carrion. In doing so, they keep things clean and teach us that everything can be used. Ravens work with Archangel Azrael, and the angel of birth and death, who sends one of these birds to any animal ready to give birth. Its arrival is a reminder to the mother that it is time to prepare for the new. When one waits by a dying animal, it is energetically helping it to pass over. So here's the guidance. When you receive this card, your guidance is to watch your thoughts. Make sure that they are positive and wholesome. Examine your intentions and make clear ones for everyone's good, including your own. A pure vision sets your journey to enlightenment and ascension. The Raven suggests that you have skills and talents that will enable you to bypass obstacles in a clever and different way. It also warns you to be prepared for sudden change or a transition into something unexpected and new. You have all the support and help you need for the transition ahead. Hi all my beautiful friends, family, out there, in here. This is our Sunday Shining. I don't know, I think it's 48. Doesn't matter, it's just a number. So welcome to our time together. I have absolutely no idea what I'm going to talk about, but I trust that whatever we need to focus on right now is going to come. Just by relaxing, feeling our breath, feeling our body, being very present, we are being given all the wisdom we need. So I hope you are all fine, and fine can be in a lot of change and turmoil. That can be fine too. But I wish for you that you feel deep in your heart that all is well, and that there's nothing to fear, even though your life might be very turning itself upside down. Because there's no doubt things are changing, and things are changing a lot. And I see it, as I see it, it really can only be for the good. The people who focus on the sickness, I think that's really my own belief is, and feeling that focusing on the coronavirus is just really not real smart, but we're all different, and we all have a different journey. We are all doing this differently. But as I see it, there are dangers everywhere, and there are also sicknesses everywhere. And as I've mentioned before, what's killing us is the way we live. That's the real killer. It's not a virus. The real killer is the way we have been treating ourselves with diet, with thoughts, with our whole lifestyle of getting up in a car every morning and driving off and really not being happy, and just having to make a lot of money, having to spend a lot of money, and being very far away from our true self. We have left our true self and our true desires, our true calling. So we've built up a false life, a life that's not true for us. And when you look at mankind, how man has been living on this planet, and how the Western person lives, each person, how demanding we are. No wonder the earth can't keep up. Think of how simple life was, and not even 100 years ago, just on our little farm of 10 acres, which it is just completely unbelievable. But within 100 years, everything has changed so much, because the people who lived here 100 years ago, they were able to sustain themselves, a whole family, and live. I don't know how well they lived. They didn't look very happy on the picture. I showed you in one of these Sunday Shinings. They didn't look happy at all, but they actually survived, and they were able to produce food for themselves on these 10 acres, for themselves, and even to sell. And their footprint on this planet was so minute, because they were here and they had their water supply. They didn't have electricity. They had their food. They grew the food for the animals. They grew the food for themselves. They had very little need for anything outside. So of course their footprint was very, very small. And today, I know just from my own life, which is really quite simple and on a very low budget, still I have a much larger footprint. And you can feel really upset about it, that it's been like that. And this is a transition. So, and we're not going to go back to living like that, I'm very sure. We're going to, that's what they say, life is not going to be such a struggle, and we are going to use our technology. There's going to be a technology, and there's going to be factories, and there's going to be production, and we're going to use items from outside where we live. But we're moving into a way of creating all these things in a loving way. So I really don't know how it's going to be, but this technology is going to be pure. Everything humans are going to do more and more is pure. And so what we will see, as I understand it, is that everything that's pure and doesn't pollute and has a good impact on life on earth is going to grow and flourish. And everything that is destructive and polluting and making life difficult for everyone is going to vanish, because it can't be here anymore, because its vibration is not high enough. We're going to live on a planet of love, where every action is an action of love, and where people love their lives, and they love being who they are. They love unfolding. And it's I'm going through some huge changes right now, and I'll share with you when I know more. But and I'm sort of asking, Lord, what do you want from me? What is it I need to focus on. And what I feel God saying is, just make sure you have fun. Just make sure you're having fun. And we're so unused to that. That was really what he put his... that was the main thing. Make sure you're having fun. And the more we become heart-centered, we can only have fun. What we do will be pure and will be wholesome. We will have fun when we do, that will be connected. So we won't be able to have fun when we're destroying something or polluting something or doing something really bad for the earth. So fun and love and purity are all really out of the same source. I just have to do something, just a sec. We're having some really hot days here. But the summer, just to go into the nature, the summer here in Denmark has been really, really wonderful. It's going towards late summer now because we're in August, and our summer months are really June, July, August, and September is a month of autumn. And it's been wonderful. We had a very hot, very early spring, which was really quite scary, but the summertime has been wonderful because we've had lots of rain and we've had lots of sun. So everything is very green. And now we're just having some really good harvesting weather because they're harvesting all the grain. And it's just really dry and hot. So it's wonderful, I feel, when our seasons aren't too strange, because when there's no real winter and there's no real summer and everything, yeah, is very strange. It feels difficult. So everything in nature seems very harmonious and joyful and peaceful. And of course, this major change that has been on the earth, where mankind has slowed down and so much has stopped, completely stopped. All that human activity that was so destructive, us flying around in our aeroplanes from one place to the other all the time, that has really been reduced. All our movement, physical movement, which has been so taxing on the earth, has slowed down or stopped. And our consumerism has also, of course, when you can't move much, you can't spend much. And so the earth has really been able to heal so much and cleanse so much. And it's just, I mean, this whole period of this first part of this year, which has for many seemed so bad, I think it's really, really beautiful. It's really, really helping us to change, to understand that what is it I really need as a human? I don't need very much. And I really don't want very much, other than feeling good inside, feeling good about being me, feeling love within me, engaging with people and activities that make this love grow, where I can share my love, share my peace. That's what I really need. I don't need all that stuff I thought I needed. So our whole perception of being human and what we need, what is important, is changing. So it's so beautiful. And we sure have been humbled. Mankind has been humbled by this. So the main thing is to not get caught by the fear, and to, as I've mentioned so many times, keep coming back to yourself. Keep coming back to the love in your heart and the joy in your heart. And just keep feeling how that grows, and the world around you will completely change. It's not fearful. As somebody very, very wise said, the only thing to fear is fear itself. Don't fear. So all is well, and all is moving in the right direction. The more we are heart-centered and stay in the love and accept that there are some people you can't be with anymore. It's impossible. You can be with them maybe a short amount of time, and then because you repel each other, it's like water and oil. It's pushed away. You push each other away. You don't want. It's not right for you. So we all, we who resonate are gathering more and more, and that's beautiful because we empower each other. Because I can remember in my own lifetime, especially when we had our little children, it was it was just like paradise for me. It was so wonderful. There was also some pain, I could feel it, but that was really a climax in my life. But engaging with other young mothers with children, it was difficult because most were not like me, and that has really continued all through my life. And now we're connecting, and I'm feeling much more oneness with many more people, maybe not people just physically around me, but I'm feeling this is just so wonderful, because it was very lonely for a long time. It was very, very lonely, and I really wanted to interact with others, but the thing is you cannot lie to yourself and your own truth. That is number one. If you go into having friendships just for the friendship's sake, but deep down you're actually not really connecting, it's not going to last for very long, and it's not deeply satisfying. But it is wonderful. It is so wonderful to connect with people, even on the internet, with people you resonate with, because the energy goes right through. So the whole idea of, well, you're not real friends, well, you are really friends and family, because you are energetically bonding or coming together. It's you can't stop that. So just us seeing each other or thinking of each other, our energy is connecting with each other, and we get this family feeling of connectedness. And how important is that, especially in these times where things are so difficult. So that period of loneliness is over now. It's ending. We are families. We are different families of different spiritual families, and now we're uniting. So beautiful. Yeah. So loneliness is vanishing for us who are moving ahead, or you can say the more you are ascending, the more you come into a higher vibration, the more you feel the oneness. And you also get to feel the oneness with people you don't resonate with. And I got this funny little thought the other day. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, that people who are very, very stuck in their ego are not connected to their deeper self, to their soul self. And in a way, the more you connect to your spirit self, your enlightened self, your true self, the more you're actually connected to their true self. So you can actually, the more lost they are, the more they have detached themselves from their spirit. And so you might be more connected with their spirit than they are. And you are. So you understand them better than they understand themselves, because you know them on a deep level. And that's really the body of God. God is love, and God is spirit, and we are all his body in physical form. And so the more we connect with our spirit, the more we connect with God. and we are completely united, really. So that's really, I think, what is that's a fact, that you are actually more connected to that person's spirit by being connected to your own spirit than they are connected to themselves. So deep down we are all one. We have always been one, and we will always be one. We will never be disconnected, because separation is an illusion. We can't separate. But when we go into the illusion, when we go into our ego, when we got lost from our spirit, we went off into into the darkness, into the lie. So, but luckily we can never completely detach ourselves from our spirit. There's always a tiny, tiny little opening for the day when we are ready to awaken, and we will go into that opening and realize, oh my goodness, I've been so far away from myself. I am not that I thought I was. I am much deeper. And I am beautiful. I am wonderful. I am magnificent. And I did not come here to suffer. I came here to enjoy myself. I am created out of love. And so wherever I am, whether I'm on planet Earth or in the heavens, wherever I am, I'm here to enjoy, to be. That's the truth. And that's what we're all awakening to. We are love. We are joy. We are peace. And everything else was made up. And it was there for a reason, because now we are awakening consciously. So it's very beautiful. All is well. All is well. So, yeah, I have a couple of practical things, just a few websites I found, or a YouTube channel by a man called Brian Scott, who is sharing a whole lot about spirituality, spiritual masters throughout time, something called the Law of One, which was channeled by a couple in the 80s. And he just has, I think, a very beautiful voice, and also a very beautiful, he's a very beautiful, humble being. He's called Brian Scott, and so just Brian, and SCOTT. You might like to go and see some of his videos. So they're very relaxing, and yeah, some of it is very good, I think. And there's another one, and that's the woman called Peggy Black, who I have shared some channelings by over the years, and she has something called morning messages. And yeah, I think I'll read one for you right now. But you can go to her website, Peggy Black Morning Messages. Try writing that, and you can apply. Just sign in for her morning messages, and every 3 days or so, you're going to get a morning message. Very lovely. And she also does readings if you want to have a reading. So I've also found another woman I've connected with. It's an Australian woman, and she has, with her husband, has a website called the Kuthumi School. Kuthumi is an ascended master, Kuthumi, the Kuthumi School of Wisdom. And she does different courses and shares on Facebook. She just has a very small group. But I think there's something very lovely about her too. And she makes the most beautiful meditations. Very, very deep meditations. And she's really channeling Kuthumi, who is helping us all ascend. So let's do the little reading, the little morning message by Peggy Black. Okay, so the morning messages of the other day, it's called message 12, transforming work. The physical unit or body was designed to support your divine presence, your soul essence, while engaged in transforming and transmuting dense low frequencies of hatred, fear, prejudice, greed, control, manipulation, and self-righteousness. The physical body is a miraculous design. It was designed to continue to replicate and renew cells, tissues, and bones. It was designed to be self-healing. It was designed to support your spirit while your spirit accomplished its chosen mission. It was designed to support your time on this planet and your participation in this hologame. Our goal is to assist you in the remembering that you are a multidimensional star human. You have a built-in receptor and connection to the galaxy and all other dimensions and time frames. You are here to transmute energy through your heart portal, the great transformer of energy. You are a multidimensional star human transformer. When you recognize your personal power, you radiate a frequency and vibration that joins other like minds to shift the global matrix. When you hold a steady frequency of joy, gratitude, and appreciation in your heart, it radiates out into the global matrix and out into the galaxy. This frequency begins to build. It begins to increase in volume and resonance, and like a tuning fork vibrating joy, gratitude, and appreciation, it activates and stimulates the same frequency resonance in others. This is service work. This is transforming work. So I think we'll use this or maybe we should have a Gabriel message. Let's just have a look. Okay, so that message is, that message from Peggy Black is a channeling. She channels something called the team. And I thought it was lovely about the physical body and how we are self-healing and how it's really, it's like an electrical system. It's a very, very magnificent organism we have, this body, and how our heart is really emanating. When we feel peace and love and joy and gratitude, we're really changing the whole world around us, because it's beaming out into our surroundings. So how powerful we really are. So I thought, yeah, that's lovely. Very useful. So every time we get some help, I think it's really wonderful. So let's just see what Gabriel says also. Feeling free to be yourself is the greatest gift you can give. And this is the message number 7. Dear one, in your heart you are free. This energy of freedom can be expressed in your daily life as well as kept as a sacred trust within you. This energy is God working through you and encouraging you to let your light shine. When you are feeling free to be yourself, that is the time your light shines the brightest. That is when you are most relaxed and happy, which is the way your spirit intended you to live. When you let your light shine in the world, darkness is illuminated. The parts of society that offer the greatest challenge are the ones needing the most light. Allowing God's love to pour through you as divine light is one of the best ways to create the changes you want in your world. This energy of love-filled light can bring wholeness and healing to any situation. When you come to this place of light within you, it reminds you of the joyous state of a happy child. You are being encouraged to express this joyous energy in your family and worldly life. It is the spontaneous freedom to speak the truth from your heart with kindness and compassion. It is the enthusiasm to do what you most want to do, knowing that you are divinely inspired in every moment. These are the gifts you are being asked to give to the world. Experience the freedom of divine light at work within you. Feel free to ask for so much love to come through you that you can let it overflow to others. Ask for abundant joy within you so that you can share it. Ask to speak your highest truth with the compassion of the angels. Ask to really know in your heart that which is right for you to do and say. Ask to be a vehicle of light moving in the world. All this gives you perfect freedom of expression while knowing the divine resources within you at all times. You are a gift to the world when you express all the beauty inside you. Share your most sacred self when you feel the guidance to do so. Allow God's light to shine through you, and remember, feeling free to be yourself is the greatest gift you can give. Beauty inside you. She's got on her beautiful dress. Yeah, so this was a funny Sunday shining with a bit of a mixture of everything, but that's okay. So yeah, it's been lovely to be here, and let's just touch on the messages. The message from the raven. What was it? I've forgotten. Clear intent. Having clear intent. Let's just see, what one was it? The memory is like that's what we call a memory like a sieve. Yeah, it's we're getting ready for change. Yeah. And to watch your thoughts, to be very aware of what's going on in here, because what's going on in here is also going on in here, and that's what we project out into the world. And so every time we feel somebody or something is very difficult, and we have this feeling, oh my God, what an idiot, or whatever we can think or feel, to just let it go, put it all into the arms of the Lord, shine the light on it, and also forgive ourselves. Forgive ourselves that we're human. And we're not perfect. Ascension is not about being perfect. But we can get into that lie. So being spiritual, we can become very, very low vibrational without knowing. So realizing that we're not on the path of becoming perfect, because that's not what this is about. It's having awareness and realizing that I can choose to hate someone, criticize someone, and it's enough to just think the thought. You don't have to say, I think you're an idiot, or I think you're horrible. The thought is enough. It's maybe even more powerful. And we can choose that, and we can choose to say, you're beautiful. But when we have the feeling that this is a very negative person, or this is a person that's really triggering me, if we just say, oh, you're beautiful, I love you, we're really lying to ourselves, because we're actually angry at this person or this situation. And enlightenment and ascension is really saying, right now, is bringing your awareness onto what you feel and just accept it and love it. Right now I feel angry towards this person or this thing. It's okay. And I know that I can love that I'm feeling now, and I wish to stop hating that person or that thing. This is my goal. I haven't reached it yet. That's okay. And that's what ascension is. So it's so important. That's funny how the Lord just gave me this. We'll do that instead of talking about the messages. This is really important. Raising our vibration is not about being a perfect human being. It's about loving that you are imperfect, that there are things you don't like. There are things you have negative feelings towards. To just acknowledge it, just be aware of it, and feel the peace. So we stop, when we, as we ascend, as we lift our vibration, we stop having restrictions on anything. So whatever arises within us, could be hatred towards somebody who did something to us. The master in us acknowledges the hatred and can even love the hatred, say it's okay, it's okay. And that's where peace fills us. Because if we keep telling ourselves, you mustn't hate, oh no, you mustn't have negative thoughts, we lower our vibration, because we are actually denying, we're denying the truth, and we are fighting against the truth. The truth of this moment. The truth is, I hate this person right now, or this thing right now. It's just embracing it with love, accepting that this is a situation right now, and that's when we feel our spirit, the peace of our heart is there. So when we acknowledge how we feel, it has no power over us, and we're not fighting anything in life. And we know deep down that one day this hatred will be gone. As long as we just shine the light, we're shining the light of our awareness onto what we feel, the so-called negative feeling, which is it's just a feeling, it's human. And we know and we trust that one day that will be gone, but we don't push the process. We accept that this is going to take the time it needs to take, and it's okay. So we're filled with peace, peace of being who we are. We are bathing ourselves and all of life in peace by just accepting and bringing our awareness to how it is. We're not pushing anything away. So, and one day the hatred will be gone, because it can't, the negative emotions, so-called negative emotions, which in a way hold darkness, when you shine your light, the light of your awareness onto it, the darkness dissipates. It is gone. So yeah, let's just end off with Gabriel, feeling, giving yourself the freedom, feeling the freedom of being yourself. So beautiful, and this is really connected to this. Right now I have a negative emotion. I allow myself the freedom to be there. It's okay. I'm free in this moment feeling this emotion. It's okay. So, and what a gift to give ourselves, which we have taken from ourselves over millennia. We have not allowed ourselves to be free to be who we are. And now the time has come. We're going to live in freedom, and the freedom we give ourselves, and we give all of life around us. Everybody We give them the freedom to be who they are. So beautiful. So thank you, Lord, for all your gifts, and thank you to you for being you, and I bless you. And as a woman I heard the other day, she says, stay blessed. Stay blessed, my friend. See you.